In our office, we believe in the sort of beauty and craft of architecture and making, the kind of love of making and materials and innovation in that space.
Our core mission is to make beautiful architecture that aligns with the people who we design for. We try to be really intelligent about how we approach projects, but really care about beauty and form as well.
One of the most important parts of our practice is a belief in partnering with our clients and working with clients as collaborators.
Every project we do has a clear connection to the people who are going to use it, has a clear connection to its context, physical context, whether it's in the city or within the landscape.
My name is Kim Yao. I'm an architect. I'm a principal at Architecture Research Office.
I'm Stephen Cassell. I'm principal at Architecture Research Office.
We have a practice that is based in Brooklyn, and we do work around the country.
So we're in Bucks County, in what we call the Bucks County House, sitting in the living room.
And it is a house for an amazing couple who are collectors. So it's a house that is both about holding and displaying their collection and kind of celebrating their lives. They love to entertain, they love to cook and bake.
The clients have lived on this land for many years, and so they know it very well. They had sort of favorite views and even favorite trees. So we tried to take that into account as we were designing.
It's about connecting to the landscape. It's about facilitating their day-to-day life and supporting it in fun and kind of hopefully inspiring ways. And it's about displaying their art and collection and kind of giving them the space to do that as they really live here. Certain types of collections that exist in different spaces of the house, and the shelving or the lighting, detailed in those moments around that specific collection.
So one of the main collections is a collection of antique weathervanes. Really early on, we decided to think of the house as a gallery, and so we've created sort of a main gallery that organizes the house.
We built a large-scale model and did little models of all the weathervanes.
We photographed every piece they had, cut it out at the right scale, pinned it with little pins to the walls.
So we did studies of how work could be displayed, but we we gave them that model so that they could also play with the organization of the work. The weathervanes are supported on these custom steel attachments that just allow them to float in air, and that allowed for the collection to be celebrated and integrated in the design of the house in a way where the detailing is secondary to the actual object, which was important to us.
That galleries are the organizing principle for the interior of the house. The house has 16-foot high ceilings, a large clerestory that runs all the way through it to bring light onto the collections.
It also is a house that is that celebrates its context through some of the material choices. So we used a local quartzite stone, which is also a stone you see in many historic Pennsylvania farmhouses in the area. And it celebrates its location through connectivity to the landscape, both views looking out into the landscape in the immediate vicinity, and also windows that bring light into the space.
One of the main materials in the house is a locally quarried stone, a quartzite. And we made that decision to clad the walls of the house in that stone really for a couple of reasons. One, it referred back to the 1700s stone house that they lived in before. The other is we looked at many different materials and actually many different stones. We were really excited to find something that came from the area, that has the coloration that ties into the landscape. And then the laying of the stone itself, we actually worked with some Amish craftspeople who did the stonework on the house.
Each project, and in fact, really, you can say this even more specifically, I think, about residences. Each home is such an opportunity to recognize place and people in a very personal and intimate way that it isn't like any other house in our portfolio because it's this house in this place for this couple.